time. 'Tis as we feared. You took your time. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Hello and welcome everybody to Final Fantasy XIV. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm back with more Endwalker, starting off my journey, hopefully off right. But before, what's up, Bradley? But before we do anything, I gotta do the most important thing of all. If you're gonna play Final Fantasy XIV, it's mandatory that you do two things. You gotta do some dailies, and you gotta gamble at the Golden Saucer. Those are just mandatory. My game says Minecraft. God dang it, Witch. I swear. So many times I change it and it just doesn't change. You didn't do it. It's all your fault, Hemi. Worst player on Twitch. Final Fantasy time. Final Fantasy Online. Done. So let me refresh. Hopefully it stays now. So we'll find out. Eight ads on my channel? You got hit with 8 ads on my channel? God dang it, Twitch. Twitch is so trash now. Every time I try to lower it as low as I can, they keep on auto-adjusting it on me. I hate it. Do a trial. Plus, pre-rolls are supposed to be disabled. Yeah. It's the only platform that I stream on that has that issue. Yeah, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, so now we're just waiting for a daily to pop up. Let's talk to Hootie real quick, because it's probably gonna take a minute for the trial to pop. I've heard about you, the visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you could tell us about the Telophary? We know that there's the ones behind the tower, that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you bet that we won't lose those bastards have their way. Let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have. Like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. Yes. What's up, Nabib? It occurs to me that I have yet properly introduced our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap Command. Our duty is to preserve the peace of the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we've succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we paid a heavy price. Oh yeah, no problem, Hemi. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. Every single time I try to adjust Twitch and I put in like no pre-rolls and all that type of stuff, it does that. It's the only platform that I'm on that forces that much on people. It's ridiculous. So, the much same everywhere. Every nation struggling. We cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Alright, let's speak with the last person here. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zant, as folks have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Naramanar. We're safe from its influence at a distance, but go too far in the water and you'll expose yourself to the corrupting aether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, Hemi. Just hanging in there. Just trying to end the last day of the weekend before going right back to the rat race. On a fun note, all my major channels just hit 1K followers. On the red side of things, both the Let's Play channel and my news reaction channel hit over 1,000. Well, the reaction one hit over 5K. This channel that I'm on right now hit over 1K, and then my TikTok channel just hit over 4K. So good times. Finished speaking to soldiers, have you? Hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub hove, Razdahan ordinarily receives steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream died up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will be grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me a while longer. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Brief though as it was, I enjoyed our time together. Yo, hey, thanks for all the likes, Eric. I appreciate you. Soon, Eric. Soon. Give me about like 2 hours, and then my old ass will go to bed. I have to get there almost 2 hours early because of the construction interstate. Oh yeah, you gotta love interstate construction. See, I luck out because of my position. I actually, and this is gonna make a lot of people jealous. I work from home, so my commute is literally getting out of bed and walking to my computer. But I make up for that for putting in long hours. How the heck? Where's the person I need to talk to? Oh, they're over here. All right. This looks so off. Hey, my duty popped. I don't know what the trial's gonna be. Is it gonna be a surprise? And it's killed me, the work from home. Yeah, work from home has its own issues. A lot of people think it's just like all roses and happy times. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but oh no, we're at the end of Heaven's Ward. You play games all day? I wish I had that time. like everyone's just, I play dead, he plays dead. How many other people are gonna be playing dead here? There's a big ass dragon. Yeah, he is. He's a mean dragon too. He's not a very nice dragon. Kind of looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Kind of. Ow, that hurt. Will someone heal me, please? Yo, will someone heal me? Healer! Somebody! Well, I suck. Yeah. Well, we're gonna try this again. So what happened to the one? I took a break from it mainly because I just didn't have time running that many channels, and I like doing it, but it's like one of those things of like learning the D&D stuff and all that. I'm still going to go back to it for sure. Yo. Hey. Why are we taking, why is the DPS tanking both? Oh, yeah, the music in this game is amazing. Come on. Yeah, this is technically the end boss of the second expansion in the game. Like the actual end. What? This one is called Heaven's Ward. Oh shit. Come on. No, don't get near me. Come on. All right. Ow. Shit. Ow. Oh, he's pissed. He's red now. Everyone, come on to me. God dang it. Yo, thanks, David. We're close to the end. What you call it? My DPS was part-time tanking. There we go. Final hit. There we go. I'm gonna give some player accommodations to the new guys. I think something Million was part of the new people. Goop Corp. Here. There we go. There we go. Radiant Beastmaster. Well, thank you, David. Now that I'm off my... Yep. Alright. Let's awkwardly run back with our... with my bird. Look at this. My guy does not look comfortable at all riding that thing. He is not having a good time riding that chicken. All right, we need to get out of here. But we got to go to the Giant Skull grounds, which is probably. Why is this thing directing me over here? What's the map situation here? All right. This should take me where I need to go now. This is more of the lighthearted side of the adventure, the very beginning of it. The way this game normally works is that, oh, is that a raid or no? It starts very light and goes from there. So we're in the very beginning of all this. No sooner as you arrive, your destination, the Huntsman, dashes off. Fine by me. Aye, this is indeed Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenuya. Is there something you require? Giant Skull? For the alchemist, you say? But of course, they shall have it. Aether current. Yeah, I need to pick it up. Least we can do. Endwalker starts very light. Yeah, and then gets dark. Where's that Aether current? No, it's around here somewhere. I swear I saw it around. Oh, it's by the building. Oh, okay. I always forget to grab the Aether currents. Believe it or not, I barely fly anywhere. Oh, there it is. I've barely flown anywhere in this game. I think I have like the Aether currents in the Heaven's War spot the most, and that's kind of about it. That's the first thing you do. That's what a lot of people say is the first thing you do. It's just like, I don't want to just run around the map. Like, I don't know. It's just like just get me to the mission, bro. I'm impatient. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh. Did I miss something on for him? Oh, okay. He just had the giant skull. Yeah, when you deliver it. Alright, that's easy. Time to warp on back. At this point, you think you get more reverence from the NPCs? Well, they kind of do the whole reverence thing by making sure that your NPC, that your character goes to a different area. So in Eorzea, people know who you are, but one place took you to like the East Asia side. This area is now like a set of like islands that is taking you places. So they might have heard your name. They might know that you are like a person of note, but they don't know exactly what you did. Only people in Eorzea really understand who you are. But even then, it's still, they still make you run errands. So yeah, you've saved the universe 15 times, but can you help deliver this basket of biscuits down the road? Because reasons. Because you're such a helpful guy. Oh, welcome back, Beefy. There, I hope you have the giant skull. Oh, such fine such specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have what we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous test. When it's ready, it will be a time for the true test. So please take your ease while you can. And then you're not following me, T. I don't remember Jack. At this point, yeah, he'll get referenced and all occasionally. So my guy finally gets some downtime.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Whoops.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
Do got like
Peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner. Children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat.
yes, the world is coming together.
Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration.
Yes, Orange, please shut up and die.
The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Sounds good, David. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate you. And I saw that you followed. Thanks for the follow.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Yeah. I mean, the orgy part might be fun, but the pain and suffering is definitely not something you want.
And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
Damn.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear.
Yeah, not if Diddy's there. Yeah, if Diddy's there, then it's no longer fun.
Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
He just shrugs. He's like, whatever. Uh-oh. I almost got you.
What is it? What did you see?
Sausages.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
Uh-oh. This is the one.
Long last.
By the way, guys, is the game balanced? Like, voice-wise? Do I need to raise any of the volumes?
Look, we have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Nice. I got the
With
MacGuffin.
such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
What? I hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
I love how they gave everyone in this region like Indian
If others
accents.
are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next.
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us.
Yeah. God dang it, Van Daniel.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
We should tell her that there's a elephant fisherman boy who has a major crush on her. Straight up blow up his spot. All right, let's get on our motorcycle. There's the big old tower over here. I feel bad that there's these random monsters around, but I'm sure they're here for reasons. But it's just kind of like, You just kind of skip them. Hey, there's the boat. This is rather finer boat than we expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is the board and be on our way. Oh, and something I should become corrupted. Do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it doesn't come to that. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of the kind, and perhaps the only one for only hope for toppling this tower. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Alright, let's head to the Tower of Zot. I'm assuming this is a dungeon. This feels like we're heading towards the dungeon.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now.
Oh, got that bubble.
It's working!
It's working!
And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Oh, she wants to be brave. It is a dungeon? I figured as much. Keep your eyes open, it's not an easy one.
The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps.
This is about to go real bad.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Yeah, it's about to go bad.
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
Knew it. What? I stand it in front of an open door? Next to an evil tower? I never expected this.
Ah!
Yeah, this place looks trippy. Lazy riding commence, pretty much. Oh, look at all those elephant people. There's Fan Daniel.
Oh, there we go! Oh, there we go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Yo, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. No! Elephant lady! She is now mounted.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
Yeah, Fan Daniel's a bit crazy.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight. Though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
She was a newer character no one cared about. That's mean. She seemed nice. Patrons of old? He just chucked it.
Allow me to tell you a story.
Sorry.
Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Essentially, basically he's a bad copy. He's a corrupted copy.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
At your service.
I'm on. My boy's tripping. My boy's tripping.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing.
Jeez. So they were just jerks.
Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter, we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot.
They were the elites.
Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
All right.
Heed me, Amon.
Oh, back to Zande. Zandi.
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
I mean, he's not wrong. Doesn't matter how powerful you are, how rich you are, how famous you are. Once it's your time, don't mean jack. You can't take it with you.
The end. All is lost.
You know as well as I that
It's
the
Emmett.
Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you.
Hey, what's up, Emmett?
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
Interesting.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures.
Yep.
What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
He's very nihilistic. This is the nihilistic Asian.
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
Alright, favorite playmate. That dude. But now that thing works, it's just a matter of like, can they replicate it? Or was that the thing that they needed? You returned. But what of Mistress Nidhana? Sausages. Mantua Preserve. When we had succeeded in making the talisman, I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Let's see. Let's speak with Thancred. Oh, I just realized something. I didn't do the most important thing you could do in this game. I haven't done any gambling yet. We gotta take a quick detour. We gotta take a quick detour to gamble. Because if you're gonna play this game, dang it, you're gonna gamble real quick. Alright, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 5. Dang it. I was hoping. I almost got close to the 1, 2, 3. That's a 3, that's a 9, that's a 2. The game is teasing me. One more try. That's a 7. That's a 3. That's a 2. Oh, every single time it gives me 2 of the numbers. I bet you this is not it. Oh, it is. Hey, I got 10 grand. I am the wiener. I am the wiener. All right. Alright, let's head back. Something's gone awry, has it? What happened? It's sausages. So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nidhana and others. First, we must inform everyone of the situation. I'll call them together for a gathering. Alright, let's tell them. Oh, Nidhana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in that tower, she's still alive, yes? Then that we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype worked perfectly. This Nidhana proved at peril to herself. So let's make more scales, that she and all that were taken might be saved. I, as alchemists, this is how we will win the fight. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. And for our heroes and visitors, he bare an invitation. In a report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. The fact came to Satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thank you in person, he also discussed further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Ras Sahan for an audience with His Excellency? I mean, sure. Time to meet the leader. We'll be honored. Then it's settled. Please come to the gates of the East Giant Skull grounds. I guess we're about to meet the Dragon King of this region. I gotta run over there. There's no quickness. I gotta go along the beach and... Well, I could go this way. This might be quicker. Imagine if you were like an NPC in a game. If you were an NPC in a game, what would you want to be doing? I would hate to be those NPCs who are like generic soldier doing exercises because you're sitting there doing like a push-up or a squat for eternity. I would like just to be the guy who's just sitting there like, I don't know, reading the book or something. Or just a merchant. Oh, really? God dang it, I can't take... And off we go. I'm trying to find a way to get to the area. God dang it. There's a big old tower. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the cliffside around, and hopefully that's enough to get where we need to get to. I wish the motorcycle actually went quicker. Because it's a bit slow. I mean, it's faster than running, but for sure, but still not the fastest thing in the world. Yo, I got attacked by a derpy giraffe. Oh, here we go. All present? Then let's proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert. Though you've been granted permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. The bike is the fastest ground mount? Jeez. So basically I need an air mount.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rods at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
The truth of all things.
Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
This place is fancy.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Razatan. This place looks fancy. Oh, what was that about?
But no such scenes to savor now.
Oh.
To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
So basically everything's crappy now. Even though I would say, this seems like a nice place to live.
Here we are. Megaduta.
Mega duty. We arrived at Mega duty, everybody.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
It's fine.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
Let's go inside the Mega duty. There we go.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Oh, I was expecting like a dragon.
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radzatan.
Yes, welcome Ahawan. Thank you for inviting us to your mega duty.
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
But did Hana, she was taken.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not.
Yo, Estinian? What's going on?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Oh, he is a dragon.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Ah, we just got Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz.
Wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yo, what's up, Meme Hunter? Look at that dragon.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Yeah, he is the last sibling.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Oh, so he's the baby. I mean...
Well, isn't this a surprise?
The baby of ancient dragons?
We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility.
Damn Hjors. They're always causing trouble.
When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
Yep.
A charade. Yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end.
Yeah, because they'll be coming for his head.
I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Yep.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh.
Oh, so this kid is the kid's heart is the eye?
The body before thee is but a simulacrum,
Oh.
constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my win.
Okay, so this is basically... See, for a while, I figured that he was just the dragon and that he'll cast a spell to turn him into this guy, but in reality, he used the magic of his eye and made a simulacrum to basically walk amongst the people.
Ah, that would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
Are they gonna fight?
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
Yes, Astidian.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Adan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
Okay, makes sense.
Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
Yeah.
I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Hey. Uh-oh. Damn.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radzat Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
See, that's when Instinian starts moving from Dragon Killer to Dragon Rider. When he fully embraces the Dragoon lifestyle. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn. Let's rejoin to our comrades. Oh, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Let me in! No big deal. I wonder what would happen if you didn't attune. If you were just like, nah. Did I already tune to this? Yeah, I already tuned. There's only a couple I missed. Not sure we'll give you that option. Yeah. Just as I was getting used to the balmy town of here, we're back in the chilly Charlon. Now then, your investigation here remains. But when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments. Moving around the world would suck. Yeah. If you don't attune, you just run back again. So I basically did this quest line. Now I gotta do the other quest line. Even though I'm not running any faster, it feels that he's running faster when he has his blades out. Even if he's not. Did I already touch this shard? No. It was just, yeah, I think I've touched all the shards so far. Oh, here's Cryo. My directions weren't easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Nomenon, Sharlan's grandest collection of books. This building is actually only the entrance, and one of many of that, for the archives of Nomenon exist deep beneath the surface. Any citizen of Sharlan is free to enter and pursue his shelves. Well, most of his shelves. I've dispatched Stola and Raha to investigate those. Their status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you're only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find the study of relevant publications. Alright. So we're just looking up books. Luckily, I got the power of... You're just a hero who saved creation. Why would they grant you privileges? Exactly. I don't care about any of this. Alright. Keep note of the music for no particular reason. Let's look at the books over here. I hear the theme of a couple other couple things. Any other books that I'm missing? Very exciting quest, guys. I love constantly clicking through books. Hold on, I gotta wait at the designated location. So now I just gotta stand there and be like, I found books. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alpha No and Cryo should be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mention the final day specifically. At present, the plan is to skim as quickly as we dare and share our discoveries. It would be nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. I was quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home? It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak to one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Charlon, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope our efforts to ascertain his position of that forum will perhaps lead to some reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day. And what of you, Graha? Have you visited your family? Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlon, yes, but I was born rather furthest away. In the southern reaches of Isambard. In fact, for generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite of the island of Tavadar. The Allegans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in to subjugate tribes. I don't care. This game has sometimes a really bad tendency of just dragging things out. We returned our selections, although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed. As such, we'll be looking to research papers on the umbral calamities. Speaking of which, I must ask you questions related to Final Days. I'm the only one who didn't witness the events of Amarat firsthand. I've also noticed, I don't know if anyone else who played this game noticed, because they babble on so much, you could literally read the first sentence or two of any conversation and jump to the next one, and it still makes sense. For the vast majority of their dialogue. First things first, what kind of phenomenon did the ancients encounter? I don't know, whatever that one is. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation survived until the present day, we might have something substantial to analyze. To the best of my knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Was there aught else of note that heralded the approach of the final days? There was a sound. Ah yes, the Amorites spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear the sound ourselves, of course. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by an ominous noise. So the ground was crying out, you say? I have to speak with one of the Nonaman's mamats and ask after any books which make mention of such sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? They summoned Haladian. I believe a Zodiac was summoned. We don't know how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only by his godlike will with the laws of nature set it right. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up further sacrifice. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac. Or might have, had Venat and his fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telefero truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen that they're doing with those towers of theirs is forcing people to summon primals in a kind of catalyst. Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech? But this is all pointless conjecture at this stage. We should keep an eye out for Yostola, but this time we began studying these research papers. Alright. I'm the last, am I? If you recall, Oran J learned of the source's reflection of the Genrun oracles. It is even less likely that the knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on the shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they archons or counselors, should be forced by a larger ignorant of the subject. Yeah, but God, they talk too much. I want to do something. Yet, you're confronted Master Fourteenth with knowledge of the Telerophero, which only support the conclusion of a whatever privilege, wisdom in the guiding form behavior. Not to mention the excuse blah 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 blah. Shut up. I'm done. I'm sorry. There's only so much of Final Fantasy drag out writing I could take at a time. You look exhausted. What about your studies? Then the last days were well spent. Let's read them again, blah blah blah. Alright, thank you. Endwalker's story is incredible. Oh, I won't skip too much. But when they start doing a lot of babbling, I check out. And I'm pretty good at getting the point in things. Sometimes it really feels like the writers were paid per word and they need to pay their rent. But writers paid by the word? Yes, yeah. Ready for a tea break, Beefy? I know I am. My neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbor? Come meet me there. Beavis? Where's Butthead? Where's Butthead? Tell me your secrets, Beavis. Quicker if I just do this. As be as ever I see, how very Shallan that no gourmet cafe has sprung up for to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the telerophery. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? You misunderstand, sir. We simply wondering if you knew about the telerophery. Wait, you're that House Leviar girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims. I'll take that you leave me be. And so he was just a jerk. Yes, I don't believe I have the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping that you might share your thoughts on the telerophery. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Leviar. My apologies, but I work in the office of the forum, and if word reached Master Fourteenth that I was helping you. I see, sorry that we have bothered you. Sorry girl, you've been ostracized. What does this guy know? Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait. Yeah. No, this game is great, James. I enjoy it. Sometimes they get a little bit too talky for my behalf. But overall, the story is great, and I enjoy when I'm actually, like, doing dungeons and stuff. How long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickton, the owner of The Last Stand. I used to franco his cafe on an occasion. That seems like ages ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino has that sale for Eorzea, but you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Oh, really? The next expansion has ARR levels of babbling? Oh, jeez. It's complicated, and I hadn't expected a complete stranger to be familiar with our situation. Well, it is House Leviar. No matter how discreet that Master Fortunal may be, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you to the city now? We have questions. Only Charlatans can have the answer. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about the apocalypse called the Final Days? The last time we played was right after they brought dancers to the game? Ah, gotcha. That was, Shadowbringers? That was, I think that was Shadowbringers. Which was a great expansion. I enjoyed it. I wish there was more I could do to help. Maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlotte, aren't you? Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Not a bad idea, I hate to ask, but what do you think? Sure. I've saved the world. Now I'm a waiter. That's the spirit. Pay attention now. I'll explain what each of these dishes need to go. Alright. Oh shit, I actually have to remember what it was? Alright, take it easy, James. Thanks for coming on by. The tea goes to the group by the water. Highlander woman outside. Omelet. And lobster goes to Bicote man. Okay, I got it. Here's your tea. The Tella for who? I'm sorry, I never heard of them. My friends are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Here's your omelet. What, the Telophary? Ah yes, I remember seeing their name in the latest Gazette. There's some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. Best to stay out of it. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. The Untrail was fine in terms of dialogue. The only flaw was one of the main characters. You know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of sort. Travel the world, procuring things they haven't got here in Sharilan. So name those folks who trail after the Reapers. If these Telefrio make good on their audacious threats, then may uncatalogued rarities can never be lost forever. Watch the harbor. Any trouble with the customers? Interesting, they seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the Gazettes are printing. Even Dicton has nothing to offer. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Let's enjoy our drinks somewhere else, shall we? Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say.
I love when TikTok just randomly just shuts down my stream. I'll just turn it off. Oh, let me see. Can I turn it back on?
Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the... It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
Oh, they're going inside the underground passage to the library.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat.
Uh-oh.
Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Gazooks! Jinkies! Well, so what? Time to go swimming? Alright, I'm actually getting kind of tired, guys. I wanted to stream longer, but I'm actually getting sleepy, so I'll come back more of this tomorrow. Anyone know how close am I to like an actual dungeon or something? Or is it more groundwork story-wise? So I guess still got a little bit to go. I'm assuming so. I thought I was gonna hit a dungeon when I entered the tower, but you should be getting a dungeon soon enough. Gotcha. But alright guys, I'm gonna get some sleep. Got a good work tomorrow. Take care all.